Hello everyone, today we're going to talk about a comedy drama film called The Professor from 2018. While Veronica has fun with Henry, Richard returns to the table and asks the students to tip the waitress generously. He also instructs one feminist to read a certain book. The students are somewhat shocked by his actions later during a family dinner. Richard suggests that Veronica apologize to her daughter. Olivia accepts the apology. A new school day begins. A feminist student speaks to the students, and she expresses her opinion about the essay she read. The professor concludes that the girl has begun to change for the better. After a while, a student comes into Richard's office and gives him the forbidden cupcakes for free. Richard thanks him and tries the treat. The student flirts with the professor and offers him intimacy. Richard asks him to pour him a whiskey and agrees to this strange offer at home. Richard talks to Olivia. He asks his daughter if she is happy with her girlfriend. Olivia answers that she is very happy. The father is very happy and proud of his daughter. During class, Richard takes his students out on the lawn in front of the college. They are using various substances and drinking alcohol. Peter cannot bear to see Richard destroy himself, so he takes him to a cancer support group. The professor listens to the stories of the other patients and says that they are just wasting their time, which they have very little of. He suggests that they all go out and have fun, but no one agrees. Richard wishes everyone good luck and goes with Peter to a pub after drinking a lot of alcohol. Richard shares his idea. With Peter, he does not want to wait for the end but wants to go on a journey. CLA enters the pub. Richard sends a drunken Peter home in a taxi. CLA offers the teacher another drink. She orders a song and Richard tells her about his diagnosis. Claire says she admires Richard and asks him to dance during the dance. CLA reaches out to kiss Richard, but Richard collapses and is taken to the hospital. When Veronica returns home from the hospital, she asks Richard where he has been. He apologizes but doesn't tell his wife about his problems. He ruins his workday again. Henry calls Richard to his office. Henry threatens to fire the professor for his recent behavior. Richard says he knows about the affair, and now Richard threatens Henry that he will tell his wife in exchange for his silence. Richard demands a sabbatical for the robots, and Henry has no choice during class. CLA talks to her classmates. She talks about the need and importance of love in this world, and looks at Richard with sad eyes. Richard concludes the lesson with a speech about the need to live the way you want to. Otherwise, everything was in vain in his office. Richard feels sick and falls to the floor. Peter finds him in this state. Richard asks his friend to go to church with him there. Richard shares with Peter his feelings about his life. It seems that Richard is saying goodbye to his friend. Peter can't stand it and starts to cry. They embrace, trying to calm each other down later. Henry hosts a company dinner which Veronica and Richard attend. Richard immediately approaches Henry's wife and passionately kisses her on the lips in front of her husband and his wife. Henry pretends that nothing has happened during dinner. Richard stands up and tells everyone about his illness. He publicly hints that Henry is sleeping with his wife. He also thanks Peter for their good friendship and says that despite the betrayal, he is very happy that Veronica is his wife. Richard is still in love with her just as he was before.